everybody. Welcome to the show. You know what you're watching. Yeah, the Now for Life Members Summit. We are airing this once a week so you guys can get to know some of our great elite members and what they're doing to change the world. And the young lady coming up next, yeah, well, she's not just changing the world, she's helping you understand the world and complete galaxies better. That's right. My numerologist is here, my friend, my buddy, my pal, and our roving reporter. What's happening, Cindy Van Arnam?
Hey, Tigo!
What's going on?
Oh my gosh, I'm pretty proud Jupiter is here today. Jupiter never comes on camera, so obviously he's really excited to be with you today, Tigo.
Well, even Jupiter needs to go live sometimes. Hi,
Right?
Jupiter.
Mars is famous in his own right, so it's Jupiter's turn.
That's awesome. And he's laying on the red pillow, so he just stands out. He pops. Okay. So the other day, it's probably been weeks now by the time people watch this, you were in the Tuesday night meeting. And for those of you that are going, what Tuesday night meeting? What are you talking about? Now for Life Facebook group. It's a free meeting every other Tuesday. You can reach out to the group if you're on Facebook. Just look up Now for Life. It's free. Come in, and we have somebody co host with me for the meeting. You co hosted not too long ago and blew people's minds. My phone rang. They were like, oh my goodness, where'd you find her? She was right on time. March was so scary. All this kind of good stuff. How did you learn all this stuff? And why did you learn it?
Yeah, how did I learn it? It was really just about being open and being curious. It's not something, numerology is not something that you can memorize. I tried, it doesn't work that way. I always say, don't Google it because you're just going to go down a rabbit hole of false information. Numerology is my way of interpreting energy. Everything is energy. The universe is made up of energy. Everything we experience, this laptop that I'm speaking to you on, is energy. And I've just figured out through the numbers how to interpret it. Why did I learn it? Because it changed my life. And I would actually say that it saved my life. For 20 years out of my life, I was searching and struggling. I couldn't hold a job for more than a year. Ex-cocaine addict, abuse survivor, trauma, you name it, it's on my list. And the moment I got a numerology reading, everything changed. And so I had to go learn it.
She said she had to go learn it. I totally understand that. And thanks to you, I had to learn too, but I didn't have to learn in the details you do.
No,
I,
no.
I just call you, Facebook
Mhm.
message you, or you message me and go, okay, this is what's coming. And I go, okay. And sure enough, it's coming. Y'all just got to contact her. It'll blow your mind. It'll
I'm
absolutely
telling
blow
you,
your
right?
mind. You know, it'll absolutely blow your mind. But on top of all of that, you have your own business,
Mhm.
right? You're getting married. Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah, all of that, and you're in the middle of the craziness for getting married, venue and wardrobe and tickets and the invitations, all the stuff you have to do for that, right?
Mhm.
But then on top of that, you created a playground of
Yeah.
possibilities.
Yes.
It's not a neighborhood playground, right?
It
It's
is not. It is not
okay,
a physical playground. It is a
okay,
virtual playground. So
okay.
one of my biggest things is that you don't need to understand numerology in order to come work with me. You don't need to understand or ever know what the numbers mean or the astrological symbols mean. You don't need to know any of that. All you need to know is what to do with that energy and how to harness it. I always say to my clients, you're never at the whim of what's happening energetically, and you're never at the whim of what's happening in our reality. If you just watch the news for a few minutes, we can easily fall into the whim of that. And the possibility playground is a place where you can step out of the noise that's happening in the world, step into an energetic translation of what's happening, and learn to harness that so that you can go out and make sales calls without feeling like the world is falling apart. You can understand when to take action, when to pause, when to reflect, when to go play for the day and just take the day off. And this helps you to really get into your own rhythm and open yourself up to the possibilities that are always available to every single one of us.
So that brings up a question
Mhm.
because as an entrepreneur, you know, you talk about play for a day. We feel guilty
Yeah.
if we pull back from the grind, the hustle, the
Yeah.
grind. And I tell everybody, my nose is bent because I've been pushing this little ball up the hill for 20 something, 30 years.
Yeah.
We feel guilty. How do you justify? I'm going to use the word justify.
Mhm.
Literally taking a day off to go have that three-letter word that, you know, fun. How do you do
Fun.
that?
Easy to go. Because what good are you in the impact you want to create if you're burnt out and exhausted and sick? You have to put yourself first. It's like putting your oxygen mask on first. We all hear this, but we don't actually know what it means. And it really does mean go play, whatever that looks like for you, whether it's going hiking or going bowling or going to the game. It doesn't matter what that looks like, but you've got to give yourself the space and grace to be able to take care of you. I am no stranger to the hustle and the grind and the crooked nose. I get it. But if you're not if you're not fulfilling your cup up first, you are giving from a half empty cup, and that is always going to lead to burnout and exhaustion and potentially illness. So, how do I
Okay,
justify it? I
hold on.
can't I
Hold that.
can't
Hold that.
can't
Hold that.
yeah.
We're going to back up a minute because you said cup. We got so much time. We're playing with Alan. He will cut us off in a heartbeat. Okay, so we're gonna back up a little bit because you said cup. Now, when I was a little kid, my mother used to say this saying: "You haven't been around the cup long enough to find the handle." It took me forever to figure out what that meant until I saw a
Mhm.
little kid grab a cup and not the handle, right? And
Mhm.
I went, "Ah!" There are so many people out there right now. You're talking about half full cup. They're literally pouring everything into their hands and it's dripping down their arms. They don't
Yeah.
even have a cup. So how
Yeah.
do they get a cup before they
Mhm.
start justifying other things?
Yeah. Simply decide that you have a cup and start
Ooh.
making it a priority.
Ooh, wait a minute. You're telling me I can just decide.
Yeah.
Because I remember the day I realized I had a half full cup and I had a cup, you
Mhm.
know? But I never once thought I could just decide I had one.
Yeah.
You know how
Yeah.
much further ahead I would have been? Where were you 35, 40 years ago?
Barely
Not even
born.
here. Not even here. Not even here. Not even, I keep forgetting. She's like one of my kids. But okay, you can just decide and
Yeah.
justify it. Now, your community, your followers, your groups, your families are all going, like Les Brown says, you had a great job at Sears. What the heck are you doing with this entrepreneur thing? With you stepping out there and struggling the way you are? How do you handle that then? If you've decided you've got this cup and you're going to fill it.
Yeah. Easy. It's about finding your rhythm. It's about giving yourself so how I see it is I'm building a lifestyle business that supports who I want to be, how I want to show up, the impact I want to make if I ever decide to retire to support that as well. If I don't have a life to retire from, then what's the point of all of
Mm.
it, right? And so I find my rhythm. There's days that I work and I will sit in front of my computer for 10, 12 hours. Absolutely. Because I'm inspired and I'm lit up and I'm in that place of let's go. But if I'm not feeling it, obviously the universe is trying to get something else through me. And if I'm so busy in the doing, I have no time to be, and you're a human being, not a human doing. And so you've got to give yourself that rhythm, that space where there's a little bit of go, there's a little bit of pause, there's a little bit of go, there's a little bit of pause. And you'd be surprised how much more you can get done when you're not with your head down and your blinders on all the time. If you
Mm.
look up and you open up your mind and you open up your eyes, there's so much more to life.
Okay, genius. I saw a post on social media not too long ago, maybe a week, and you were telling people stop spamming you. Basically, they, were just throwing things at your social media, and you said and you may have said it in a little stronger way than that. But what does that mean? Because that's what people think they're supposed to do. They're like a little kid who wants to, ask somebody on their first date. So they're like just walking up to them and just like, "You want to go out with me? Yes," kind of a thing. That's what they're doing with their social media. What are
Yeah.
they supposed to be doing if they're not supposed to be just throwing stuff at us?
Yeah, well, the tagging and the throwing things at you reeks of desperation, and I am never going to buy from you if you smell bad, literally or figuratively. So you've got to make sure that number one, you are showing up consistently. Number
Yeah.
two, you are showing up as you, not trying to
Okay.
be somebody else, not trying to stick yourself in the box of someone else's making. And you're showing up authentically, like really just speaking about who you are, what you believe in, what you stand for, and standing in that firmness of who you are, really standing as an authority. I am the go-to choice for somebody who is looking for the solution that I provide, period. End note.
Mm.
You don't allow your mentor or your coach or somebody else who seems to be doing well on social media to influence how you show up. You show up as you. If you're spending all your time pretending to be somebody you're not, it's freaking exhausting. All you're doing is living a lie. So show up as you. It's really easy.
That's perfect. I love it. But I know people that are in their 50s, their 60s, and they still don't know who they are. They
Mhm.
still look at themselves in the mirror and go, I think this is my path. This is me. So I
Mhm.
think that they should contact you and find out who they are in the first place. Because
Yes.
I thought I was comfortable in my pants and my 2 feet on the ground. And then I met you and went, holy crap, that's not who I thought I was.
Mhm.
So before we get there, you've got a mastermind that you're doing.
Yes.
What's that about?
The Rhythm and Revenue Mastermind is my magic place. It's the place where all of the work that I've done on emotional mastery, business mastery, marketing, sales, everything that I know about building a business online comes together as one. But we also embed universal law into everything you're doing so that you're not just out there busting your butt, working, 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 working. You are building that lifestyle business fully aligned with the truth of who you are. No more boxes, no more doing what you're told, no more shoulds, and really stepping into that rhythm. Because when you step into that rhythm, you'll make more money. It's that
Mm,
simple.
mm. That's the bottom line. That's what they want to know. Now, for them to find themselves and understand where they're at in the universe and all that good stuff, they need to contact you.
Yes.
Listen, y'all, don't call me and say, how do I get in touch with Cindy? Cindy, tell them how to get in touch with you.
Easy. Google me. And you can find me at fullblastcoaching.com. That's my website. You'll find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I am all over the place. Just come and find me. Reach out to me in the DMs. I love having a conversation in the DMs to get to know you and to support you in any way I can. But yeah, if you really don't know how to use social media, you can find my website at fullblastcoaching.com.
You're the best. You already know we love you. Thanks for everything that you do. And for the people out there that are going, if you're a part of the Now community on Facebook, Cindy is one of the administrators. Just reach out to her right inside the group. She's
Yep.
right there, and then you can always catch her at the Tuesday night meetings every other Tuesday. Thank you, Cindy, so much for hanging out with me today.
Thank you, TGo. It's been a pleasure as always. I didn't get voluntold for anything.
Oh, you're going to be voluntold. I was trying not to put it on time, but since you mentioned it, I'm sure our next guest can wait 30 seconds while we do this because we're going to start doing workshops.
Ooh.
We're going to start doing workshops on your specialty because we never get to go deep, 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 right? The
Oh.
deepest we've gone was that Tuesday night meeting in public, quote unquote.
Mhm.
So now for the members, we're going to start doing workshops an hour or so and we
Okay.
can go deep. Will you do a workshop with us
I'll
and
do
help
10.
people find their? She'll do 10. Done. Okay. Then you've been voluntold. The schedule will be sent out. Thank you ever so much.
You are welcome. I tend to voluntold myself sometimes. I love you, TGo.
I love you too. Thanks for volunteering yourself. Hey, everybody. I truly enjoy all these episodes and I love hanging out with Cindy. She is so funny and so cool. Truly, you can find her by Googling her. You can go to her website, fullblastcoaching.com. Or if you're a member of Now Community on Facebook, look over to the left or right. She's probably posted something 5 minutes ago. Reach out to her and say, hey, I hope you've enjoyed this episode as much as I did. You know I want you to come back next time. And as always, I'm TGo. I'll talk to you next time. Have a great day.